also the closest family people around me. It happened towards the election, and this time is also happening towards the election, which for me is a pattern.
The government surveillance program in Uganda has targeted the phones and devices of people it has identified as its opponents, intercepting emails, gathering information, and tracking their location against their will. Robert Chagulanyi, popularly known as Bobi Wine, is a leading figure in Ugandan politics and a prominent opposition politician. He has been the target of digital and physical espionage directed by the government.
This is yet another piece of evidence of a regime that is scared of voices of dissent and is intending to crack down on opposition regardless of what laws and freedoms they violate. It's unfortunate that this is happening in East Africa, most importantly in Uganda, where dictatorship emanates and is threatening to spread across the region.
The surveillance technology that the government is using has been sourced from China, Israel, Russia, and elsewhere. According to Privacy International, the Ugandan government has a contract with Huawei to supply and install surveillance equipment throughout Uganda.
This camera on this day.
Huawei was contracted to supply and install CCTV cameras along major highways within the capital Kampala and other cities, and in 2020 the Chinese telecoms giant installed 20 facial recognition systems which were to be connected to 107 monitoring centers at different police stations within 2,319 mapped countryside municipalities and major towns. This is only one documented instance of how the technology, ostensibly acquired and deployed with the stated aim of protecting citizens, is being used to track and surveil them instead.
My name is Chagulanyi.
Bobi Wine attests to the chilling effect that this surveillance can have, with the clear goal being to intimidate and dissuade opponents of the government from freely engaging in politics.
It has greatly inconvenienced me and my family and my colleagues who I work with. For example, imagine back at home, there are rooms that we don't use anymore where we have cameras that are looking through the windows. The windows we don't open anymore. There are places around our house where we don't feel comfortable being anymore because we have cameras looking directly into our fence. It's a violation of our privacy. But what do you do when impunity is the order of the day? So we just try to adjust accordingly to be as discreet and as indirect and as unpredictable as can be.
According to a report by Unwanted Witness, the surveillance landscape across East and Southern Africa is diverse and expanding, with both state and non-state actors deploying a wide array of technologies including spyware, biometric systems, real-time phone interceptions, malware, CCTV networks, and social media monitoring to surveil and suppress dissent, often targeting journalists and activists.
So the problem is the surveillance that is being undertaken in Uganda, but also most African countries, do not meet the three tests, PAC tests of necessity, proportionality, and legality. So there is broader surveillance that is being taken, and it's a problem to human rights. It's a problem for the enjoyment of the right to privacy. It's a problem to free expression. It has also become a big problem when it comes to freedom of association.
This report further details the different external players and companies that supply this technology to the government for surveillance using artificial intelligence and facial recognition to identify people and track their locations.
But also, besides just importing tools, we've also had our exchange of expertise, where you find security agencies within Uganda government going to Egypt to be trained, you know, receiving that expertise of using technology to surveil. We've had also trainings going on in China, but also the hands-on inside. We have Chinese in Uganda, how itself is in Uganda. So they do also support, like give hands-on when it comes to targeted surveillance.
For close to 7 months, Ukweli Africa teamed up with Africa Uncensored to look into the silent war on state surveillance in Uganda and elsewhere in Africa. This is Mudogo, not his real name, a state operative in the police intelligence unit. He has agreed to speak to us, but with a protected identity. He has gathered state intelligence for the last 15 years.